we have been focusing on sales tax. You know, the tax when you go to a store and you purchase an item and then tax is applied to that item that was sold. That's sales tax. We haven't spoken a lot about property tax. So I want you to remember that when you own a home or when you own a vehicle, that is property that you own and you are taxed on the property that you own. So I wanted this example to be real life, and I know that it's kind of faux pas for people to share real information, but I think that it's important as you're growing older for you to know how much things cost and the expenses that you'll have. So I made this very real. I went ahead and I grabbed my paperwork for my own home and the property tax. So we are actually calculating the property tax that I pay each year on the home that I own, on my property. So this is not really a picture of my house. This is a lot, this house is a lot prettier than my house. But this data, this information is about my house. It's real. All right, so you own a home in Pinehurst, North Carolina with a real property value of $140,250. The property tax rate is 0.839%. How much money do you pay in property tax each year? So we are figuring out the property tax that I pay each year. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the typing tool and I'll type 0.839% of the $140,250. And then I need to change that percent to a decimal. So 0.839% change to a decimal. So I cross out the percent sign, I move the decimal 2 times to the left. I have 2 open loops, so I need 2 extra zeros. I don't round that. And then I go ahead and type 0.00839. Now that it's in percent form, I can multiply it by the $140,250. All right, let's go ahead and type that into the calculator. 0.00839 multiplied by $140,250. And this is the amount that we get, which we'll need to round. So I'll copy it and then paste it. Make it a little bit larger. And then I'll go ahead and go to the scribble tool and I'll show rounding to the nearest hundredth. With money, you round to the nearest hundredth. The 9 is in the hundredths place. The 7 is the decision maker. So this 9 becomes a 10, so I put a 0 here, carry the 1. 6 and 1 makes 7, so it's $1,176.70. Think about it this way. It goes up just 1 cent, so 69 cents goes up by 1 cent to 70 cents. So I'll go ahead and type that amount. So it's $1,176.70. And you might think, wow, that's a lot of money to pay just in taxes every year for that house. But a lot of people, like my parents who live in another state, think about my tax amount in North Carolina and they say, wow, that's really low. That's really actually a pretty low tax amount that we have in North Carolina. Like that's a pretty good rate.